So thank you all. Thank you for joining the demo session for AWS Terraform batch number 360. Myself, Ankit Narula, I'm the trainer for this particular batch 360. So how we are going to start this particular batch? The first thing what I'm going to do it is I'm going to give my introduction. After my introduction, then if you have any question related to training, related to anything you want to ask, you can ask that. Now, myself, Ankit Narula, I have total 11 plus years of experience in IT industry. Out of this, in first 3 years, I worked in Oracle applications as a techno-functional consultant, where we are writing SQL queries, pure SQL query, creating forms, reports, as per our client requirement. And then from last 8 years, I'm working on topmost 2 cloud platform, which we have in market called AWS and Azure. I'm working on both the cloud platforms from last 8 years. So this is about my professional experience, and I'm giving training from more than 10 years. Earlier, I was giving training for Oracle apps, and from last 8 years, I'm giving training from AWS and Azure. So this is the training of AWS Terraform. So this is about me. Now, anyone wants to ask any question related to anything, you can please raise your hand and ask your questions. Related to your career, related to training, anything you have any question, you can please raise your hand. Yes, Prithvi.
Hey, hi, very good evening.
Good evening.
You would be covering just Terraform or the Terraform cloud?
Only AWS Terraform.
Okay.
In Terraform, we are learning, and with the help of Terraform, how we are going to create AWS resources, that part we are going covering.
Any reference for other clouds would be provided in the throughout
No,
the course?
no.
Okay.
Because to learn that particular cloud details, you need to have that particular cloud knowledge. Without that, you can't learn Terraform because terminology are not same, codes are not same.
Yeah, but Terraform uses same modules for all
Concept is same,
cloud
Prithvi.
environments, right?
Concept is same, but codes are not same because terminologies are not same.
Mm.
So every like in AWS, we call it as EC2. Same thing in Azure, call as virtual machine.
Yeah, that is fine. Like, who have knowledge on both the clouds, like Terraform is just a platform to automate like infrastructure on
That's why
any
I'm saying,
cloud, right?
Prithvi, concept is same, but codes are not same. Codes can't be same for all clouds. It always a different.
Okay. Thanks.
Because in AWS we call it AMI, but in Azure it's called as image. So the naming convention is different here. So it's not
But the
possible
functionality
to
wise, everything is same, right? There's no change in the
concept.
functionality.
That's why I'm saying using a proper term called concept is same for all clouds.
Mm.
But yes, if you want the other cloud knowledge, you have to again go for that one. Concept you can understand here if you want to work on another cloud. Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Anyone have any more question? Anyone have any question? Okay. Now question. So I'm sharing some details in the chat box. If someone has question. Yes, Dharma. Dharma, you can unmute and ask a question.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yeah. So question is, I'm new to this technology. So is it required any prerequisite knowledge to learn the Terraform?
Yes. To learn this AWS Terraform, the prerequisite, you need to have basic AWS knowledge. It is mandatory.
Okay.
Because in this
And
one, we
duration
are,
of this. Okay. And duration of this course, how much?
it's 20 days, maximum 20 days.
So excluding that weekends, right? Like Saturday and Sundays.
That's why Dharma, I'm saying 20 days, not 20 working days. There's a difference in 20 days and 20 working days. So I'm saying maximum 20 days.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I'm sharing some details in the chat box. I'm sharing my team contact details. If you have any question related to training, related to the videos, related to notes, or related to Zoom link, you can contact my team. I've shared the email ID also, and even I've shared their contact details also. And batch timing for this particular batch as per India is 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. From today one till last date, this will be the timing. As per US, 7 a.m. and to 8 a.m. as per CST time zone. If you are from any other time zone, request you to please convert as per your own time zone. And I'm sharing the Logic Lab social media details in the chat box. Request you to please follow us on social media for more details about our upcoming batches. I'm sharing the WhatsApp community of this batch number 360. If you are not in the WhatsApp community of this particular batch, please join the WhatsApp community for upcoming session details and about recordings and the notes, all the details you will get here. And even I'm going to share my email ID in the chat box. And why I'm sharing my email ID? Because whenever you're doing practice, if you have any doubt or you get stuck at anything, you want to ask any question, you can email me. But make sure when you're going to email me, please mention the batch number. This particular batch number is 360. So whenever you're going to email me, please mention your batch number in the subject of the email or in between of the email. It's up to you wherever you want to mention. Make sure you mention the batch number. With that, I get the information from the specific batch. So based on that, I'm going to reply you how much knowledge I have transferred to you. Whatever I posted in the chat box, you guys can't copy those things. Something you have to note down, or the links you can click, because by default it is disabled from the Zoom. So you can't copy. So you have to note down, man. And one more thing, I'm going to share the course content link. If you haven't seen the course content, I have shared that particular link in the chat box. Please check the course content, or if you are in the WhatsApp community, in the description of the WhatsApp community, link, course content link is already given. Now, I'm going to start with little bit of demo session. Before that, anyone wants to ask any question, please raise your hand. Yes, Sayed.
Yeah, hi, sir. Very good evening.
Good evening.
Hope you're doing well. So I'm new to this, sir. We have done the AWS Associate, right? And I have no knowledge about this. Only done just one course, AWS Associate. So I have a little bit knowledge about this. So will this course also help me with this?
What knowledge you have about AWS, Sayed?
AWS, I just took only one course from Mr. Srinivas, AWS Associate.
So you have that knowledge, what is VPC, what is EC2, what is S3. So the basic
Absolutely.
knowledge is required that you have it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's a
then
prerequisite.
that we have.
Yeah, to join this particular course, the prerequisite is AWS knowledge. Not
Yeah, that's
in-depth
fine.
basic services knowledge are required, which is EC2, S3, IAM, EFS,
Yeah, yeah,
VPC.
that
Your
we learned.
basic knowledge is required.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh,
So, yes, you
okay,
can
sir.
join this
Thank you.
particular course.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone have any question? Okay. Now question. So let's start with the demo session and discuss about what is Terraform. Which company has started this tool called Terraform? The company called as HashiCorp. They have started this tool called Terraform to create our resources in 2014. This particular tool is called as infrastructure as a code tool. And this particular tool is used for all the clouds. They have more than 3,000 service providers where this particular Terraform can work, and you can create their resources with the help of Terraform. Here I just mentioned few of the provider name: AWS, Azure, GCP, Oracle, Alibaba, VMware. Just few providers I have mentioned it. For these, we can create their resources. But if you want to see the full list, here are the full list we have. Here I'm getting. We have 3 tier here: official, partner, community. So let's just first see officials. So here we have officials. Now, what are these officials we have? Officials one are which is going to completely managed by the HashiCorp organization. Like here we have AWS, Azure, Google. All these 3 or whichever, we have total 35 providers we have here. All these 35 official partners, officials one which we have, these are completely managed by the HashiCorp organization. AWS is not managing their own codes. The Terraform code which we have, it is not manageable by the AWS. It is completely managed by the HashiCorp organization. So they are the responsible for managing these codes for official. Then we have partner. Alibaba Cloud, Oracle Cloud are coming under partner, and they have total 367 which are coming under partner. Partner one is manageable by the both. It is managed by the HashiCorp organization also. It is also managed by that particular provider also. So partner one is managed by both. Official one is only managed by the HashiCorp organization. And then we have third one is community, which is only managed by that particular provider. HashiCorp is not managing these communities. So how many we have total? 4,498 providers total there. Out of this, one is AWS, one is Azure, one is Google, one is Oracle Cloud. Like this, we have total 4,498 providers. Now, what are the benefit of Terraform? Speed and simplicity. Team collaboration. You can upload your codes in GitHub, or you want to upload in AWS code commit, you can upload there. And with the help of this all the codes is going to upload at one single location. So you can run that particular code with DevOps tools. You can create your resources. Error reduction. If your code is correct, there is no chances of error reduction we have. Sorry. Disaster recovery. If anything happened to your resources, you can rerun your code. They will automatically create your resources again. Enhance security. There is no human interference whenever we can run our code, because we have to just run those commands. System will automatically run our code. There is no human intervention is required for creation of AWS. This was the only thing is we have to just create our codes. If you know how to create these codes, you can easily create any of the code in Terraform. Now, there are few commands we have in Terraform, but there are 4 basic commands we have. Without these 4 basic commands, we can't create resources or we can't delete any resource. There are a lot of commands we have. We'll discuss those commands also in our upcoming session based on the topic. But those 4 basic commands we are going to discuss now. The first command is called as Terraform init. What is this Terraform init command is doing it? Terraform init command is used to install the Terraform plugins in our system. If I want to download Terraform plugins in my local machine, we have to use Terraform init command. And is this command we have to run regularly? No, this command we don't need to run regularly. This command we just run only one time. Yes, if you are doing some changes or you're updating your codes, anything you're updating your plugins, then you can rerun it. Otherwise, this particular command we have to execute only once. Once we execute this particular command, system will download the plugin. And it doesn't mean that I can open command prompt in my system and run Terraform init, they will download the plugins. No, there are some prerequisites. We have to do that in our system to download those Terraform plugins. We can't directly download the plugins. So what is the process? That process we are going to discuss later. Then we have Terraform plan. To create any resource, like I want to create EC2 machine, I have given that particular code to create EC2 machine. But before creation of the resource, we have to create the plan. After giving out the code, we have to create the plan. What will happen with the plan? With the plan, we can see whatever the details we have given for our resource, like which EMI we have given it, which instance type we have given, which key pair we have given, which security group we have given. All the details we can see with the help of plan in a proper human readable format. Same thing I can read in my code also, but we can read with in Terraform also we can read that in proper human readable format with Terraform plan command. Once we create the plan, what we have to do, we have to execute the plan. To execute the plan, we have a command called Terraform apply. So Terraform apply command is very important. If you want to create any resource in Terraform, with the help of Terraform, we are going to run a command called Terraform apply. Without Terraform apply command, you can't create any resource in any of the cloud platform, any of their provider. You can't do that. So Terraform apply command is used to create resources. Then we have Terraform destroy. Destroy means delete. It means if you want to delete any resource, we have to use Terraform destroy. Terraform destroy command is used to delete resources. So Terraform init, Terraform plan, Terraform apply, Terraform destroy. So these are the 4 important commands we have in Terraform. Without these 4 commands, we can't create resources or we can't destroy the sources. There are other commands also we have. Those are not required. Means every time we don't need those commands. If you're not even using it, it's okay. But without these 4 commands, we can't work on Terraform. It's impossible. Then duration for this particular course is 20 days. Each session is going to be near about 1 hour. Session timing is as per our schedule timing. And course fees is as per Indian rupees is 2950. And if you're outside of India, then you have to pay in US dollar, because in our website, which we have, logicalabstract.com, if you're from India, they'll automatically give you in Indian rupees. But if you're outside of India, it will automatically show you in dollars. So this batch number is 360. I'll go to Logical Abstract 360. Here is it. It's showing me in dollars because I'm not in India. I'm not living in India. So here it is showing me in dollars. So if you are interested, you want to pay for that particular course whenever you're interested, my team will all going to share this particular link also with you guys in the WhatsApp community. That's what I'm telling you. Please join the WhatsApp community, which is already link is given from my side. I'm again going to share the WhatsApp community link with you guys. Or you can come to our website called logicalabstract.com. Search our directly batch number here, 360. And here you will get the batch number. You can click and then you can buy this particular code. But log in first. To log in, you have to create account and then you can pay, because whichever the email ID you are going to use it, for that particular email ID, we are going to assign that particular course. Now, if you are going to join this particular training, what are the things you will get from our side? You will get live training, recordings, and training PDFs. So for this particular training, I'm going to use some training PPTs. How many PPTs I have? Let me show you that. Here are the one. Total 57 PPTs we have. Total 56 PPTs we are learning it. In the last PPT, we have a quiz, sample resume, Linux commands, means additional documents I have given here. So if you are going to join this particular course on daily basis, you will get these things from our side. Live training, recordings, and training PDFs. At the end of the particular course, means on the last day of the course, you will get these things from our side. Self-learning Linux commands, AWS Terraform document. There's a document I have created with screenshots. That particular document you will get, means whatever we are learning in this training, for those particular thing, you will get one single document also with screenshots. Then you will get interview questions. And then you will get Terraform dump. This is the number of that particular Terraform certification. If you want to do, you'll get a dump, you can do the certification. Self-learning YAML document. Quiz, you can attempt this quiz. With the help of quiz, you can check your knowledge and you can attempt a number of time. There is no limit for that. Then we have sample resumes. You will get AWS sample resumes. Then in AWS, there is a service called code commit. It's same like a GitHub. That particular service document you will get from our side. But all these things you will get at the end of the training, means on the last day. On daily basis, live training recordings and training PDFs you will get from our side. So this is about our little introduction about Terraform. Now, anyone wants to ask any question, please raise your hand or we'll move forward. Yes, I.
Yeah, I would like to ask about the Terraform code. Are you planning to go through us about how to write that raw Terraform code in order to create a, let's say,
Yes.
SQL
In
server?
first few sessions, I'm not going to teach you those things. Those things we will discuss in upcoming sessions also. But
Yeah, yeah.
whatever the code I'm going to use it, all codes are already ready from my side. But I'm going to also teach you how to read that particular code. What other things are required for the creation of that code, we'll teach you those things in upcoming sessions, not in first few sessions.
Yeah. But I'm just, are you covering in
Definitely,
this?
yes.
Yeah, thank you.
And that is only for AWS I'm covering it, not for any other platform.
Yeah, that would be
Okay.
enough. Thank you.
Anyone have any more question? Yes, I.
I have a small query related to the mic in the Zoom. This one, you are controlling the mic, which means I'm unable to see the mic symbol also.
Yes, I'm controlling the mic. So till you are raising your hand and I'm giving you the option to unmute. So no one can
Okay,
speak in the training.
got
So
it,
that's
got
why
it.
I'm
Then
saying if you have any question, you can raise your hand. So I know that you want to speak, so I can give you the option to unmute yourself so you can speak after that.
yeah, that would be a great option. Thank you very much, Ankit.
Thank you. Anyone have any more question? Yes, Dharma.
Do we have a class tomorrow as well? Or?
We have a class Monday to Friday. As per India timings, or as per India or as per US, Monday to Friday we have.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, you can unmute Selenium WebDriver. The name I'm getting it for you. Yeah, you can unmute. I'm getting your name as Selenium WebDriver. There you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, sorry
May I
for
know
the
your
name.
name?
Yeah, Nadeem Sheikh.
Nadeem, make sure
Yeah.
please rename your
Yeah,
name. Your
understood,
name
understood.
something else. Showing.
Yeah.
Yes, Nadeem.
Sorry, I joined a little late. I'll go through the complete presentation, and this is specific to AWS, right?
Yes, we are learning about Terraform here specific to AWS one. So how we can create AWS resources with the help of Terraform. That's what we are covering here.
Okay, understood.
Okay. Any more question, Nadeem?
No, that's what I wanted to learn. Like, are we going to cover any other like Azure also some part, or
No.
during the training you'll be differentiating that?
Only AWS I'm
Okay,
covering.
got it.
That's why specifically we have used AWS Terraform in
AWS,
the
yeah,
course
AWS
name.
Terraform, yeah.
We have another course also, Azure Terraform, which I'm not teaching right now. This is AWS Terraform. That's a separate course we have.
That's a separate one, yeah.
Yes. Okay, look like no one has any more question. Okay, someone has question. Yes, Venkat.
Hi, Ankit. Good evening.
Good evening.
Is the course code to create the CVP on AWS AMI?
Sorry?
Is the course cover the CVP blueprint creation for
How to write codes?
Sorry, it's a blueprint creation CVP.
What is that CVP?
So that is the Amazon image web service, AMI.
AMI you're talking about. Oh, CVP.
Yeah.
The actual terminology
Yeah,
is
with the help of the Terraform commands, we have to create the CBP. Through CBP, it's a one-time creation of the AMI. So based on that image, we have to create the number of EC2 instances. That's what is the course covered with the details or not? Just I would like to know.
I don't think so. We have that particular topic in this one, but yes, we are learning about Terraform. I'll show you where that particular code, how to read that particular Terraform code. You can create your own things also. Because Venkat, there are a lot of services we have. So it's not possible to cover each and every service, every single option. So
Yeah,
basics, you will understand it. Then you can write anything, whatever is your requirement, you can write that as per AWS service.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Prithvi. Yes, Prithviraj, you can unmute and ask your question.
Yeah, I'm actually precisely looking on Azure with Terraform. So will this course
That's
be
a
of any
separate
helpful?
course. That's what I'm saying, Prithvi, earlier also to you. With this particular course, you will understand the terminologies. But eventually, if you want to create a Terraform codes, you have to read those code. That's why I earlier said, for Azure Terraform, we have a separate course. So right now, I'm not teaching that. Definitely in future, I'm going to start that particular batch also. Or
Okay,
if you are interested, I have already completed in previous date Azure Terraform batch. You can go for that particular one also. It's already there in our website. I don't remember the batch number. Let me show you.
So are you the only
Batch
one who
number.
teaches on Azure with Terraform or?
Here is it. I'm the only trainer. Here it is. The batch number is already completed. 319. This batch is already completed.
Okay.
So
Any
if
chance
you
like by when we would be opting for the Azure Terraform?
sorry.
By when we would be having another session, another batch for Azure Terraform? Any idea?
Not sure right now because my schedules are so much busy right now. Earlier, I was taking 4 or 5 batches in a day. Right now, I'm just taking only 2 batches in a day. One is AWS going on, one is AWS Terraform right now. So it will start in the month of November, I think might be I'll start. Not right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, got it.
Okay.
Thank you
So
very
Varun,
much.
if you're interested, you can go for the previous complete batch also. We have it.
Yeah, sure. 319.
319. You can search here 319 or directly. Here you will get. Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
Anyone have any more question? Okay. Now we are going to discuss about how we can download Terraform in our local machine so we can work on Terraform. This process is same. The process which I'm going to show you now, this particular processing same for all their providers. Whichever we have 4,498 providers, this process is same for all. And this is basic step. Without this particular step, we can't work on Terraform. So first of all, what we have to do is we have to download one Terraform file in our local machine. That Terraform file is called as terraform.exe. So here is that particular link which I have given here. So whichever operating system you are using it, here they have given the details. And as per your system required, which 64 byte or 34 byte, whichever you have, you can download that particular file. So I'm just click here. System is downloading the zip file. If you are using Linux-based operating system, they have given it. How you can install Terraform in Linux-based Mac. Here are the commands. I'm using Windows, so I have downloaded the file. Let's open that file. Extract. Now here I got the terraform.exe file. Now what we have to do it is we have to create one folder in our local machine. We have to create one folder, and I'm going to C drive. In C drive, I already have a folder with the name called Terraform. You can create folder in any of the location. It's not mandatory that you have to create in C drive, or you have to create with the folder with the name Terraform. You can create folder with your name also. And one more thing, in this particular training, till that time, I'm not going to inform you about anything about file name. It means you can use any name for the file. Till that time, I'm not going to inform you. I'm going with very simple logic in this. If I'm not informing you, it means file name can be any name. But whenever I'm going to inform you, it means in those particular cases, file names are mandatory. So in those cases, you can't give any other name. Once I'm informing you, file names are mandatory. If I'm not informing you anything, it means file name can be any name. You can give your name also. You can give your name, it means it can be any name for the particular file. But Terraform file is always having the extension .tf. That is mandatory for all the files. But in some cases, file names are mandatory. In most of the cases, file names are not mandatory. So wherever is mandatory, I'm going to inform. Now I'm going to open this folder. In this particular folder, I already have a Terraform file. I'm going to replace it. So copy, paste here, replace. Done. So I'm replacing it. You are going to put a new file. Now, wherever we put that particular file, just note down the path. Done. I have noted down the path. I have put this particular file in C drive, Terraform folder. Now, we have to create environment variable in our Windows machine. So search env, here I'm getting. Click on environment variable. Now we have user variable or we have system variable. It's up to you. Wherever you want to create the variable, you can create that. If you have multiple user in your systems, you can go to system variables. If you have only one single user, then you can go to user variable. User variable means specific to user. Like in my Windows machine, I have 2 users. If I go with user variable, only the user which I'm using, he can access this Terraform file. If I go with system variable, then both the users can access that particular Terraform file. So it's up to you. Wherever you want to create the variable, you can create that. Because in both the variables, we have one default variable called path. Under this path variable, we have to create the variable. So I'm going with system variable. Double click. Here I'm getting. So I already have it. I'm going to delete it. Now I have this thing. Now click on new. Enter the path here. So wherever you're going to store your Terraform file, just mention the path here. And then click on OK, click on OK, click on done. These are the simple steps we have to follow to download the Terraform file. Now, can I run the Terraform init command which we have discussed to download the plugins? No. Still, we have to follow few more steps to download Terraform plugins in our local machine. What are the steps? We'll discuss it. Before that, anyone wants to ask any question, please let me know. Yes, Naveen.
Yeah, is it specific to any operating system, these installations, or it's a generalized one?
No, this one is for Windows machine, the one which I have shown you right now.
Understood.
If you
But it
the
is
link
available
which is
for others
given,
also?
let me complete Nidhi first.
Yeah.
The link which is given in the PPT here, in that one, if you open that particular link, they have given the details about all the operating system. They have given the details for Linux also, how you can install in Linux, how you can install in Windows, in Mac also they have given here on the left hand side. I'm using Windows, so I have clicked on Windows. If you are using Linux, click on Linux. Here you will get the details. Commands are given from their side.
Got it.
Okay, so in this link, they have given the details for all the operating system.
The same thing we can do on the VM also, right?
Yes, because eventually we have operating system there. So
That's right. Yeah.
same process you can follow there also.
Got it.
Okay. Okay. Now we are going to learn about how to download the plugins. To download the plugins, I need one access key and secret key. I can use my root user also, but I'm not going to use my root user for this particular training. What I'm going to do it is I'm going to create one IAM user. And that particular IAM user, I'm going to use to create my access key and secret key. So let me log in to my AWS account. Go to IAM service. Go to users. Click on create user. Give the username. Username can be anything. I'm just giving as Terraform -360. This is the name I'm giving. Next. Policy I'm giving as administrator access. I'm giving this administrator access permission, so I don't need to give any specific service permission. So when you're doing practice, you can also use the same administrator, or you can use your root user also. Click on my username, security credentials. I'm going to generate access key. Here. So I'm noting down my access key and secret key also I have. Now I'm going to create one folder in my D drive. I'm giving the name as Terraform 360. Now in this particular folder, I'm going to create one file. Which file I'm going to create? Let's see that. I'm giving AWS Terraform script. I'm giving AWS Terraform. This script is specific to each and every provider. Whatever the providers they have, every provider have the unique script. This script can't be same for all the one. Because of this particular script, they are going to identify we are going to work on AWS. Here I'm getting. Here I'm getting the script from their side. So I'm just going to, even I think I have given it here also. Okay, no, I didn't give it. We have to just copy from here. Let me open a notepad. Just copy, paste here. I'm giving the region in which region I want to work. This is their version 5.0 region. I'm getting it US East -1. This is the actual name of North Virginia region. I want to work on Mumbai region. So which I want to mention AP-South-1. So whichever the region you want to work, you have to mention here AP-South. Done. I have mentioned the particular region. Now, here in this particular provider, I need to mention the access key and secret key also. So scroll down. This is how I need to mention. I can actually completely replace this provider. AP-South-1. And here I need to provide my access key and secret key. So copy, paste, copy, paste. Now save this file. I have already informed you file name can be until the time I'm not informing you. File name can be any name, but extension of this file needs to be .tf. So I'm giving the file name as provider.tf and save as type I'm going to change to all types. I'm giving a proper name provider, so we know that in this file we have the provider details. Save. Done. So I'm able to provide the provider details. We have given the region, we have given the access key. Now I'm going to open command prompt. To run Terraform commands, you can open any terminal. It's not mandatory. You have to work on command prompt. You can use PowerShell, you can use command prompt, or if you have any other terminal in your system, you can use that particular terminal also. I'm going to open command prompt. Even if you want to use Visual Studio, you can use Visual Studio also. There is no restriction. It's up to you where you want to practice. You can do that. You want to practice in command prompt, you can do that. You want to practice in PowerShell, in Visual Studio, in any terminal, it's up to you. There is no restriction from Terraform we have. So it's up to your choice how you want to practice. Now, open command prompt, and now I'm changing the path, CD path, D column. I'm in the Terraform 360 folder. We can see the files also by using dir command. Here I'm getting. In Linux, we have ls command, but this is not Linux, this is Windows. So dir command I have run, I'm able to see the file. Now I can run Terraform init command. So initializing the Terraform init. Enter. Now they start downloading the AWS plugins. How they know that they have to download the AWS plugins? Because in this provider file, we have used the AWS provider details. Because of those AWS provider details, these are AWS provider details. See, AWS. So because of these provider details, they are identifying we need AWS plugins. So they start downloading the AWS Terraform plugins in our, and they have created one folder with the name called .terraform. Provider, registry, CCorp, AWS. Here we have it. Their plugins. Without these plugins, we can't create any of the resource. So whatever the steps we have done till now, these are the mandatory steps. And these steps we don't need to follow again and again. This is just a one time we have to do. Like, yes, if you delete this Terraform folder, Terraform 360 folder, then you have to re-download the plugins again. Otherwise, if you're using the same folder, these steps you don't need to follow again. Means Terraform init steps you don't need to follow again. This is just a one time you have to. In upcoming session, in some cases, we have to rerun the Terraform init command. In those with which cases, we'll discuss it later. Done. So they are able to download the plugins. And here we got one file with the name called .terraform.log.hcl. What is this file? Open. Let's open. This file is maintained automatically by Terraform init. Manually, edits may be lost in future updates. So this particular file we are not disturbing in any of the case. Just keep this file as it is, because here we have our plugins details. Complete plugins details also we have. So if you edit this file manually, you will lose your data. Or don't edit this file in any of the case. It is completely managed by the Terraform. Then we have a Terraform folder where we got the plugins. Now, in this particular Terraform 360 folders, we can give our codes and we can run those codes. How to run those codes? Those codes we will discuss in our upcoming session. Now, any question anyone have, please raise your hand. Yes, Nadeem.
As per your experience, what is the average billing we get of on the utilization of AWS infrastructure till the end of the course and whatever we do
For
practice?
practice purpose, I don't think so we get any bill. If you have a free, quota account.
Yeah.
We are not getting it. For Terraform, we are not getting it.
But
For practicing Terraform, we are not getting.
Yeah, all services are not free services. No, in case if we by mistake go for
Usually,
paid
even
service.
if I'm getting it, because actually I have one domain name I have in my AWS account, and for Route 53 hosting, for Route 53, 50 cents they have to charge me per month. So usually, if I talk about in Indian rupees, I'm getting 100 rupees per month, near about 80 to 100 rupees.
That's nothing. Yeah.
That's a maximum bill which I'm getting it from their side. Yeah, one time I got 400 because I have buy the domain name in that particular in that month.
Right.
That was 400 because of that. Usually I just got 100 rupees near about per month, and I am using every month for training.
Oh.
So that's much I'm getting it. Okay.
Yeah. So, and how about this code? This one maintenance about generally multiple team members operate now. So what are the practices?
So that in that particular case, we have to upload our code in github.com.
Understood.
So how to upload that code? I'll show you in upcoming session. If you are aware of how to use GitHub, that you are already aware of those things.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone have any more question? If you have any question, please raise your hand, because with this, I'm going to end this session here. In tomorrow's session, we are going to learn about how to create EC2 machine. And there are only 2 demo sessions we have for this particular batch. One is completed, and we have one more demo session, which is tomorrow. And then from after that, only paid candidates can continue with this particular batch. So anyone have any more question, please raise your hand, or we can end the session here. Okay, no questions. So let's just end the session here. Thank you all. Thank you for joining the demo session. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Thank you.